Annyeonghaseyo. Hi everyone, this is Ariel, one half of Soju for Two, and this is sort of like a weekly recap of my life and some dramas. So I just want to tell you guys about what we've been watching and what I think is funny, and also tell you what I've been doing. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is Flower Boy Next Door. So I haven't been making like regular weekly recaps, but I just wanted to like mention what's been going on in that show and how much I love it. Now, I like really thought the show was going to be cute. Obviously, I was going to love it from the beginning. Ever since I saw the first trailer, I was like, I'm in. But actually, I feel like this show has like a huge heart to it, and I'm really shocked about it. Like, I knew it was going to be something I would love because it's going to be cute, but I feel like I'm really enjoying it. It's not like the kind of show, it's not like Moon Embraces the Sun or like Bridal Mask, something where you're like, oh, I can't turn away. But I think something about it is really cool, and I think like of all three of the Flower Boy dramas so far, like this one and Flower Boy Ramen Shop are like in a neck to neck. I feel like Flower Boy Ramen Shop will always be like the most romantic, but I feel like this one has a really good heart. So I'm in, and I also love Ji-hoon's character. I mean, he's just so adorable. And I think, okay, we have to talk about the kiss. My sister and I always have like an argument about these like person standing, another person runs into them, they fall, and they kiss. Now, okay, my argument is that when you fall, you like want to put your hands up because you don't want to like hurt your face, right? And the most like fractures people get are like their arms when they're falling, because like they could go like this, or like pressure. But my sister is like, no, when you fall, you would just like try to like go like that. But I don't know. I don't think your reaction would be to stick your lips in front of you, like your lips are going to stop your fall. It's not going to happen. But I still love dramas, and I love drama kisses. And the one in Flower Boy Ramen Shop was cute. And as my sister would say, it was more logical that they kissed because the lights were off so they couldn't see each other when they fell. Likely story. But it was really cute, so we were happy to see that. Plus, I'm pretty sure that like very soon there's going to be a declaration of love on either side of the love triangle, and I'm just hoping that it's Ji-hoon, but it's not going to be, so I'm going to be sad. But we like Enrique too. It's okay. So other dramas that we're watching. So Hakyo, or School 2013. I'm really into this drama. I think it's, for me as a teacher here, I think it's like a really cool drama, though it doesn't really reflect my life as a teacher in Korea. It doesn't reflect my life for a lot of reasons. Like, first of all, my kids aren't this old. And while sometimes my kids, like, do bad things and you hear about things and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe kids did that, like, it's certainly not like a serial of the week sort of thing where there's, like, a drama every day. And it's also, like, I never get the impression that teachers' positions are so tenuous, like, they could be fired at any minute. Even temporary teachers, which is what I think she is. So that's kind of, like, definitely obviously exaggerated in this drama. And then also, like, I do think, though, it's a cool reflection of sort of, like, seeing the politics of schools in Korea, seeing how the classrooms are different, because I feel like classrooms are really different in Korea. Like, the idea of staying in the same classroom all day with a homeroom teacher coming in periodically, and you know, having a head student, and you know, everything from the way they bow at the beginning of class is really, you know, it's different, and I think it's cool people get to see that, because like my friends are always like, oh, what's it like teaching in Korean schools? Like, you can kind of see a little bit what it's like that way. Also, watching Cheongdong Alice. I have so much trouble saying that, even though I went there the other night and I was just like, I still can't say this neighborhood. That drama I think is interesting too, because she's like kind of kick-ass. I don't know, and there's so much drama with the two of them. The episode 15 and 16 came up already this week, but I haven't watched them yet. But watching last week, when he like flipped the switch and became like angry, I could see that, because something about his character, like he was like too happy that they were together. So like you knew he was kind of gonna go mental when he found out it was all a big lie. So yeah, he like flipped the switch. It kind of reminded me of Bridal Mask. I was a little scared. And something about his face when he gets angry is pretty threatening. So drama. I think it's going to turn around for them though, so I'm hoping for the best. What else am I watching? I don't know, but I'm watching the new show 7th Grade Civil Servant, so check that review out. I just posted it. And I've also been watching a few movies. I posted a review today of Play with the super hottie Hongdae. And yeah, so I'm really happy with this week's dramas. But I want to tell you guys about, and next week or maybe later in this week, I'm going to post the final review of King of Dramas. And I'll probably post the final review of a couple other things that I've watched recently that I haven't just posted. But I want to tell you guys about my weekend and what I did. So I guess the last time I sent a message was Thursday maybe. So on Friday we went to Hongdae and we did a lot of things. I think I told you guys this. We went to dinner. So we went to barbecue and all you can eat barbecue. And sort of like the fun thing about all you can eat barbecues and stuff, like obviously you can get as much as you want. It's about $10 and there's a lot of them. In my area in Shinchon, there's probably there's a street where there's 6 or 7 different all-you-can-eat barbecue places. And the way they work is you sort of go in, you pay by the table, you pay by the person, so you pay $10 per person or whatever it is, and you just keep getting as much as you want. But here's a tip: if you leave a lot of extra food, only get as much as you're gonna eat in that next 5 or 10 minutes, because if you leave a lot on the food, they might charge you extra for wasting food. Which I think is totally legit. If people are wasting food like idiots, then you should totally charge them more. Because it's a buffet. You can just get as much as you want, and then you can always go up and get more. So keep that in mind. Also, we went to Noraebang, and this time we went to another Noraebang, which was way nicer than the other ones that we went to. It had 2 TVs, and it was really pretty. And we only stayed for an hour. It was cheap though too. I think it was cheaper than the other one that was less cute. But we had so many people. Eventually they were can you leave? There's too many of you. So we left. And it was no big deal. They weren't being mad. There was just I think there's a limit to how many people you can have in a room, and I'm pretty sure we had 30 people in there. So I understand why they were oh, it's too many people. Because you couldn't even really see the TV at that point. It was kind of just a party. And then we went to Mansion, Club Mansion in Hongdae. Now Mansion's kind of away from everything. It's kind of near S Club, if you know where that is. It's just down sort of the main street where Lush and all the cosmetics and shopping and Trick Eye Museum, all those places are on this one major road in Hongdae, and it's just sort of down the street from them, but down a quiet street, so you probably won't notice it from the outside. So I don't think it has a chance of lasting much longer. But it's a really cool inside. It's super beautiful. It kind of looks like a Gangnam club. It doesn't really look like Hongdae. It's really pretty. And again, another reason why I don't think it'll last, because it must have been so expensive to renovate that place. And I don't know if they can probably afford that rent. And they play electronic techno music. So we get there at I don't know, 11:30, and because we had to get there before 12 because we were on the guest list, but most guest lists close at midnight. But I'm pretty sure we would have been fine because there was literally no one in there. We go in and there's maybe 15 people. And it's a pretty big club, so that was ridiculous. But we ended up, there's 20 of us, so we take up the dance floor anyway. So we were dancing for at least an hour, 2 hours by ourselves. And I don't know, it was fun because the guys in those sort of places are really silly. And everyone laughs at me when I do my how to dance like a Korean guy. They're telling me oh, that's not how Korean guys dance. I can attest to the fact there was a wall of Korean guys doing the exact same dance, and then I, of course, had to mimic them, which egged them on, which made them do it for even longer. And all my friends watching this video, you better, acknowledge the fact that I'm right about this. I should have made a video of, this line of guys dancing with us. Yeah, but it was pretty much super fun. And it's a very mellow club. It's not the kind of club where people are jumping on you to dance with you. It's more electronic, so it's fun. And then after that we went to Papa Gorilla, which is also in Hongdae, and that's so the opposite of Club Mansion. Mansion's pretty and smoke free. I mean, people are smoking, but it's very clean atmosphere, and you feel you don't feel disgusting after you leave there. Papa Gorilla is the polar opposite. You walk in there and after 1 second you're just smell like smoke and death. Yeah, so that place is so dirty, but they play a mix of hip-hop and pop, and some K-pop as well, and I mean they play Justin Bieber, and so I don't know, that place is a lot more guys trying to attack you on the dance floor, which I'm fine. I'm fine that I can just be no, and that is the thing here, if you're no, guys will just walk away. They understand what no means here. Obviously for the most part, there's always exceptions. But, I'd say that they get the hint. But, it's kind of hard because in Papa Gorilla, normally other places you can just stand on the stage and you won't be bothered. But Papa Gorilla, instead of having a stage, they just have, these giant, picnic benches in the center. And, there's benches people could sit there and drink where people weren't dancing all over them. And it's the kind of place where even the bartenders are crazy and drunk. and dancing, so it's not really like, you know, there's no like way to rein it in. Everyone's wild at that place. And if you dance on the thing, there's like room for like 20 other people to dance up there. So there's really no freedom, space to move without being attacked in Papa Gorilla. But the music is pretty cool. It's not my favorite place in Hongdae. So that was sort of my Friday night. And then Saturday, it's a long Friday night, right? And then Saturday, I went to lunch with one of my friends here, my Korean friends. It was kind of a date. And it was a lot of fun. And then I went to, and it was like a late because frankly I was exhausted because we didn't get home till 7 in the morning or maybe 6 in the morning. And then Saturday night we went to Gangnam and Apgujeong and Cheongdam-dong, and which are all right next to each other. So everyone knows Gangnam because of the song, but Cheongdam-dong is right next to it. Right now there's a drama, Cheongdam-dong Alice. And then Apgujeong is where like Monkey Beach is. So I'm going to say this, if you want to go to Monkey Beach, 100% do not get off at Apgujeong, get off at Apgujeong Rodeo, and that's how you say it. I listened at the station and it's Rodeo, not rodeo, but they're the same word. It's the way you pronounce it, and because they want to be fancy, because it is, I think Apgujeong and Cheongdam-dong are probably the most affluent areas, the richest areas of Seoul. Gangnam is rich too, but I feel like everyone always says that Apgujeong is more expensive than Gangnam, even though they're like right next to each other. So yeah, it's a very wealthy area. So the station is like beautiful, and it's a yellow line. It's Coral, I think, so it's like outside, but it has some stations that are inside. And it's very brand new. It started in October, so that's why people don't know about it. And it's literally right next to Monkey Beach. So if you go there, like rather than walking 20 minutes from Apgujeong Station, it's way better. And if you get off at Cheongdam-dong Station, you can get to Club Answer, which a bunch of my friends went to, but they had a bad experience there. So I am not going to recommend Club Answer in Cheongdam-dong. And I'll make another video maybe about that later. But, so that was my weekend. Sunday I sort of had a low-key day. I actually went to dinner with a few of my friends, and I don't know, I just like tried to relax. And so I will talk to you guys maybe at the end of the week, and if you want to see my final review of King of Dramas, post down here because I need some motivation to finish that video. Okay, bye guys.